Wow, cut. I think I got some kiwi in my mouth. Anyway, welcome. Happy Tuesday, May 7th. A couple days after El Clasico. Hope you guys enjoyed that. And more importantly, hope you guys had an awesome weekend, guys. So yeah, let's get started. El Clasico. What implications did it have? Zero. Absolutely zero, besides maybe like some pride, right? It's a Clasico, it's a Real Madrid and Barcelona. It's essentially always a final, right? I guess it's just the pride and, oh, I beat you in the last game. No, we destroyed you, da-da-da-da. But other than that, there wasn't any La Liga implications. Barcelona had won that. I guess it was more of a tune-up for Real Madrid going to the Champions League final. But all in all, the match in and of itself was pretty entertaining, I thought. I thought both teams, it didn't look like they weren't playing for anything, right? Which goes back to the tradition, the rivalry, just everything that usually takes place in those type of matches, right? I mean, you could argue it's the world. I mean, in sports, it's probably the biggest rivalry in sports worldwide. So it's never to be taken lightly. I'm sure the players know it. So the game was exciting. Both teams had opportunities. I think unfortunately, the main protagonist of this was probably the ref, right? People say Sergi didn't punch Marcelo, but there are pictures, there's footage that he did. Then there was the careless Bale tackle on Titi in his calf. That could have been an easy red card. And then Messi in I think it was the second half, excuse me, goes after Ramos, and he looked like he was going full seam at him, right? Just didn't want to stop. Cleats up. I don't think he makes contact with his right foot, but you could tell the intention he was going in. But he does clip him with his left foot. And that got Messi a yellow. Then there was the Luis Suarez foul on Varane, where Varane seems to be getting position, or I think he touches the ball, gets position, and Suarez just sweeps, hits him right in I think it was his left foot, so sweeps his feet right under him. Ref doesn't call anything, although the fourth official, through their Nextel walkie-talkies, if you guys remember those, and that's not what they were using, but you can. There's footage of this as well that he tells the main official, foul on Suarez, but the official, the match referee, just lets it play on, and Suarez then lays it off to Messi. Messi cuts back in, scores it, and they were up 2-1 when they shouldn't have, excuse me. And then also the Jordi Alba, which was a clear penalty on Marcelo. You could see him hitting him right in the shin. And back to, I forgot the Rakitic. Could have been a yellow card minimum on Casemiro, where he goes cleats up, hits him right in that gap where your shin guard doesn't cover your ankle. That little, what was it, like 2-3 inches of space. Yeah, that surely had to hurt. Rakitic didn't receive anything. So all in all, it was an exciting match. Unfortunately, like I said, the ref had too much influence in the outcome of the match. But other than that, I think Real Madrid showed some really good. Even when Barcelona wasn't down a player, I think Real Madrid showed some good ball possession, which I think is what should happen in Kiev versus Liverpool, right? Modric and Kroos were very active. Isco wasn't playing, but Gareth Bale was, and he wasn't. Aside from his goal, I personally, first half he was missing, right? On the flip side, same thing with Coutinho in Barcelona. Until he got subbed. Did he get subbed off? I don't even remember if he started or not, but I know he played a little bit. But he just had zero influence on the game, so I mean, now that La Liga is wrapped up, I guess that there's more questions, especially for Barcelona, right? What do you do with the gap that Iniesta leaves because he's going to China? China. And I've seen some culés, or whatever you guys call yourselves, talk about they would be perfectly fine if Suarez leaves to make room for Antoine Griezmann. I guess for you football fans that do pay attention, for you Barca fans, what does Barca do? Does Messi drop back and try to fill in that Iniesta role, where he's a little bit more of the playmaker? And I mean, Iniesta, his primary focus was never scoring goals, so Messi would probably potentially take over that role. I mean, he's probably the only one in that club that's fitted for that, right? It's based on his brilliance and the fact that he got to play with him and Xavi, so he's got a little bit of that system, a little bit of the calmness, a little bit of creativity from them. Or what do you do? Or do you get rid of Suarez and bring in Griezmann, or do you put Coutinho where Iniesta was? Because I think ultimately that's what they brought him in to Barcelona for. That's going to be it. Let me know in the comments, especially you Barca fans, what do they do about that situation that's going into next season? Because like I said, La Liga's over, so this was really just a tune-up match for Real Madrid. You can only have 2 more matches, I believe, before Kiev, but like I said, it's just one of those matches where they usually just play. Even if there isn't anything on the line, it's still going to be a fun, exciting, they're going to give it their all kind of match. So yeah, let me know in the comments. Also, let me know if you enjoyed this video. Give it a like. It would mean a lot. Hope you guys have an awesome day, guys. Take care. Much love.